Welcome to the 1994 British Touring Car Championship.
Right then, hello and welcome back to GTR 2 and the penultimate race of the 1994 British Touring Car Championship. It's been long overdue since we got this series finally completed, but at last it will be done so at this weekend. So yeah, qualifying has already been done and everyone is just doing the final preparations and warm-up for race 1 of the weekend. So I'm going to throw it up to the guest commentator this week. It is the one and the only John Hindhaugh.
On the challenging full Grand Prix circuit this weekend, it's Alfa Romeo that's held sway as far as qualifying is concerned, and Gabriele Tarquini lines up on pole position with his teammate Giampiero Simoni alongside him. Two of the 155s then locking out the front row. Jeff Allen is in third position in the Cavalier. He's got Will Hoy for company on row 2. The Toyota then in position number 4. Then it's the Ford Festival. Well, sort of. 3 of them. Rob Gravid, Paul Radisich, they're on row number 3 with Andy Rouse on the inside of row 4. All nicely comfortable and well appointed in their Mondeo gears. It's Alan Menu, by the way, who is providing the company for Andy Rouse on row 4 in his Renault Laguna. Then Toyota and Renault in the shape of the two teams, Sugden and Harvey on the 5th row. John Cleland on the inside of row 6 with Patrick Watts in the Peugeot 405 MI16. James Kay in his Toyota and Dan Bartlett in the first of the Volvos. Rickard Rydell in position 15. Julian Bailey in another Toyota in 16th. Then James Thompson, Steve Soper, Jan Lammers, Joe Winkelhock. Note the BMW's just not liking it around here this weekend. Keith O'Doyle 21st in the Nissan Primera GT. Chris Goodwin and then Hamish Irvine for the BMW, the privateer car. Tiffany Dell, Nigel Smith and Nigel Albon make up the 13 rows.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, John, for the gridwalk introduction. So here we are then, the penultimate race of the weekend and the penultimate race of the entire season. I've mentioned I will not be doing 1995. This is going to be the final 2 races of this kind of thing, the touring car fictional take on the British Touring Car Championship. So yeah, it's been a good run. You know, I started, almost 10 years ago in 2017 with the 1992 Championship on Race 07, moved on to GTR 2 for 1993 and 2018, and finishing off with 1994. So yeah, it's been a long run. Been longer than I thought it was going to be, but hey, these things happen. But anyway, let's get the information on the screen. And we'll get ready for race 1 of the weekend. Round 20 of the championship. And we are underway. Now, will everyone make it through Red Gate clean? Patrick Watts is dabbing his brakes for some weird reason. There we go, get past you. God, they're all going very slow for whatever reason. That's fine by me. Pushes me up into the top 10. I'm still unsure if I'm going to take all of the weight ballast off the car for the final round, or just leave it as it is, just to make it a bit more realistic. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that option. But yeah, originally I was going to continue on with this championship series for 1995. I mean, I've already started the graphics as one of the Fords decides to do a wheelie. But yeah, I mean, it's just, there's a lot of hassle that goes into making this series that not a lot of people really appreciate or they take for granted. And the time and effort that is put into this series don't really get much in return. So, for example, all of the on-screen graphics that you see, I create those from scratch, as I have done since the very beginning. Oh, late on the brakes. And, yeah, back in 2017 when I started doing 1992, it was just a little project, really. I was just a bit bored. So I thought, you know, I'd do 1992 and see what it goes like. And I made sure I checked that no one else was doing something similar, because I don't want to take someone else's idea. As I get clouted at the rear from Cleland. I wanted to do something new and fresh, and that is why I came about doing this fictional take of the British Touring Car Championship through the years. And unfortunately, as with most good ideas, they are ripped off and taken by other people without credit. And I've even had my graphics stolen by one user, who shall remain anonymous for now. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, why should I put in all this time and effort into a series which is just going to get ripped off? There really isn't any point. So after 1994, there will not be a 1995 and onwards. This will be it. I will be retiring the series. So, yeah, it was good while it lasted, though. But again, I can't stress this enough. If you are going to take someone's idea or designs or this, that, and the other, please credit the person that you're ripping off. It's not that difficult to do. Oh well, you know, these things happen. I mean, again, in like a channel description, even though people don't bloody read it, you could put, like, you know, series inspired by XYZ person. Don't just say, oh look, I made this series because I've got a big brain. No, you really don't. As I said, I'm pleased I searched for this kind of thing when I started 1992. I made sure no one else was doing anything similar. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. A little bit squirrely on the rear. So yeah, that is why I've gone all out with this series. I've got the guest commentators that we've had throughout the season, because I wanted this to be a memorable championship. Because, you know, I mean, the guests I've been able to get for this series has been amazing. We've had John Hindhaugh, we've had Andrew Marriott, we've had Martin Haven, Dave Goddard, Nick Damon. You know, actual commentators that everybody knows. So, it was something that I never expected to happen when I started doing 1992. That's why, throughout most of 1993, I had the, guest commentators like Rhino GT4, Viper Racing, Jam Sankith, and so on. But for 1994, I thought, I'm going to actually go out on a limb and ask some proper commentators if they would contribute to this little series. And I never actually expected that I would actually have conversations with the likes of Martin Haven and John Hindhaugh, as I've mentioned before. So, it's been a surreal experience, to say the least. But At least the series is going off on a high note. Which is more than could be said for my driving. Everyone is still running at the moment. Nigel Albon is in 23rd place. Which is astonishing. Come on, Sugden, get out of the way. So we begin lap 5 of 18. Come on, Tim, what are you doing? Still got Cleland sniffing my exhaust. Simone has taken the lead from Jeff Allen and Tarquini. And has the fastest lap time at the moment. BMWs aren't faring too well around this track. You got Jochen Winkelhock in 16th and Steve Soper in 17th. So they have fallen foul for whatever reason. Yeah, we got a good run going through Coppice. I could possibly get Tim Sugden going through the Fogarty S's. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I took your bumper off. Poor old Tim Sugden, he hasn't had much luck with bumpers the last few races. Every single race he's been in, his bumper's been completely ripped off. So I understeer off into Goddard's hairpin. Might have done a little bit of damage to the front splitter of the car when rear-ending Sugden. Especially with the understeer. Oh, come on, you don't have to brake that bloody hard, for goodness sake. I really don't like the model of the Toyota Carina, because where the bumper goes, you've got a huge gap where it is not attached to the rest of the chassis, and that really bugs me. Oh my word, this car is not handling well at all. Right. Let's get past Tim Sugden once and for all. Get back up into 10th place. Starting lap 8. 11 to go. At least one good thing, this race isn't taking part during the bloody night time like it was at Silverstone. Well, I think the AI are doing their weird thing again where they're really slow. Because they're actually gaining on the lead pack. Jeff Allen leads from Simone and Tarquini. But I am looking forward to, like I said, getting rid of the mod, uninstalling the game, reinstalling it fresh, and going back to the base game content, which, for me personally, I find more enjoyable. Because again, the AI, the game physics, they actually all work properly, and it is a bit more of a challenge, rather than this, where, you know, it's very hit or miss. You don't know if the CPU opponents are going to behave, you don't know if the tracks are going to be compatible. So yeah, it would be nice to go back to the base game content. At the moment, Chris Goodwin is last of the bunch. He is 27 seconds adrift. Nigel Albon is still in 23rd place ahead of Tiff Needell and Hamish Irvine. Nope, 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 nope. Get off the grass, you bloody fool. Looks like it's clouding over a little bit. Honestly don't know why that the front 9 cars are going so slow. Not unless it's Jeff Allen is causing everyone to slow up a little bit. Or they're just having the same issues that they had at Brands Hatch, where the cars are sort of not behaving. I don't know. Excuse me. Out of the way, please. Right, lap 12. Seven laps to go. Oh, crap. No. It's not handy to brake on grass because there is usually no traction there. Funnily enough. See, they're really fast on the straights, just the corners. They're blipping the brakes all the time. They're going really damn slow. take Cleland gun through Goddard's. I might be able to pick the top 9 off one by one. Got 5 laps to go. No, you don't. I reckon it's Jeff Allen. I reckon there's something wrong with his car, or he's just backing everyone up. Because it's surprising to see that the Alfa Romeos can't get past him. Because the Alphas are bloody quick. So I think that the other Vauxhall Cavalier is having issues and they just can't get past him for whatever reason. Just look at this. I mean, they're all in a tight wad. So I'm just going to take the initiative, take the inside line. Oh, 3 wide. That's not going to end well. Behind Rob Gravitt in the other Ford. No. So many Fords in this little group. You got Rob Gravitt, Paul Radicic, Andy Rouse. Well, I guess that's a good thing. All the Fords are in the top 10. Same can't be said for the Volvos. Where's my teammates? Jan Lammers 19th, Rickard Rydell 18th. Got 3 laps to go. No, oh, for God's sake, stop understeering off, you bloody moron. I think I pushed a bit too hard on the tires and they're just completely cooked. Oh, Andy Rice sliding it around Coppice. 2 laps to go. I think I'm not the only one that's struggling with tyres at the moment. Poor Paul Radicic. Those Fords do sound really bloody nice though. Okie dokie, coming up to the final lap. And the way everyone is bunched up, I might even be able to get a top 5 if I'm lucky. And if I don't go wide and understeer off into the grass. Oh, slow down. Oh, crap. Hey, a top 5. There we go. Ah, bloody hell. Yeah, again, the AI acting really strange. I think that is taking the edge off this series as well, from me personally. When you get things like this happen, it just sort of, you know, drains all of the, you know, fun out of trying to do something enjoyable. But oh well. Not to worry, still got one race to go for tomorrow, and that is going to be 1994 complete. And then we'll finally be done with this awful mod. Anyway, I'm going to throw it back up to the commentary box with Radio Show Limited's own John Hindhaugh.
Plenty of elbows out action, as we've come to expect, and Jeff Allen then comes through to take the 24 points ahead of Giampiero Simoni. Started second, finished second. The pole sitter Gabriele Tarquini down in third. Menu driving up into fourth position, and the Volvo of Dan Bartlett coming through to fifth, with Will Hoy in the Toyota in sixth position. In the Total Privateer Cup, James Cade gets the top point in his Any Handbag supported Toyota Carina. Then it's James Thompson for Peugeot and that blue and white 405 MI16. Hamish Irvin in the red BMW 318. Then Nigel Smith, Nigel Albon and Chris Goodwin gets the 6 points for sixth position.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much, John, as always. So that is it for race number 1 of the weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow at 10 PM, same as always, for this series finale. So I hope you can join us then. So from myself and John, we'll see you then. Bye for now.